This tutorial is for first grade, Module 1, Lesson 37. In this lesson, we're going to look at all the different ways that we can decompose the number 9. The directions say to cross off the beads in order to subtract. When you look at all the problems, you can see that they all start with 9 beads. So the 9 beads are represented by the picture. The first problem is 9 minus 8. We want to think about the previous strategies we've learned to solve these problems. We talked in previous lessons about the fact that if two numbers are right next to each other on the number line, when we subtract them, we will get an answer of 1. So I'm just going to cross off all of the beads except for 1, and then double check myself to make sure I crossed off 8 beads. I crossed off a group of 5 and a group of 3, so that would be 8 beads, and I'm left with 1. That tells me that 9 could be decomposed as 8 and 1, or another way to look at that is one of my basic facts for 9 is 8 plus 1. The next question says 9 minus 1. Again, I start with the 9 beads, I cross off 1, and I should see by looking at the picture, I have a doubles fact left. I have 4 red beads and 4 white beads. That tells me that 9 minus 1 equals 8. The next problem is 9 minus 6. So an efficient way to cross off 6 beads would be to cross off the first 5 red beads and 1 more bead, since I know that 5 and 1 make 6, and that leaves me with 3 white beads. So 9 minus 6 is 3. The next problem is 9 minus 4. An efficient way to cross off 4 beads without having to count each bead is to cross off all the red beads except for 1, because I know all of the red beads are 5, so 4 would be 1 less than that. And then to find my answer, I combine that red bead with the remaining 4 white beads. That tells me that 9 minus 4 is 5. And again, 9 can be decomposed into 4 and 5. The last problem is 9 minus 3. So I'm just going to quickly cross off 3. The students should be able to subitize that, meaning they should just be able to look at the beads and immediately see where the first 3 beads are and cross those off without having to count each individual bead. And then the final answer would be the combination of the 2 remaining red beads and the 4 white beads, which would give us 6. So this tells me I can decompose 9 into 3 and 6 as well. So we want them to start learning those number pairs that make up the number 9.